following is a presentation of Showtime Sports.
Hello and welcome again to Fight Camp 360, Pacquiao versus Mosley. May 7th is just around the corner and both men can feel it as training and pressures intensify. Manny Pacquiao is considered to be one of the greatest fighters of all time. Shane Mosley is a future Hall of Famer who is facing quite possibly the toughest fight of his already legendary career. The excitement is building as the fight of the year draws closer. Right here on Fight Camp 360, Pacquiao versus Mosley.
Do you see yourself as a savior of boxing?
Feel that you're being pulled in too many directions?
How do you cut down on the number of distractions in your training?
What motivates you to get into the ring again?
You know, I started from nothing. I never imagined that I can be like this. Being a congressman, boxer, it's a big achievement in my life. Millions of fans, they are expecting to my victory. I'm fighting again, it's because that's my job, boxing.
I have a lot of confidence in my guy.
Manny Pacquiao, a record 8 world title, the best fighter in the world.
The speed and the power is unlike anyone I've ever seen in my life. It's like an explosion when he hits you. Bang, 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 bang. When someone said, who's the next Manny Pacquiao? That's unfair. I don't think anyone will ever do what he's done. Ever.
I don't need anybody to tell me how great I am.
Shane Mosley's been beaten 6 times. The book out on him.
Once again, the odds are against you.
You're a Hall of Famer. You have fought everybody. You feel like sometimes you're not recognized for your compliments.
I think sometimes some of the younger guys forget. They just need to be reminded.
Pound for pound, he's one of the best fighters in the world today.
I'm just so eager to prove people wrong. Beating a guy like Manny Pacquiao will really turn some heads.
Shane Mosley, this guy has such a warm smile, such a great personality. It's hard to believe he can be that kind of monster in the ring.
Fans expect Manny can win easily. It's very important to win this fight.
I'm coming to win. They gotta see what Shane's all about.
Gotta be cool, relax, get it. Gotta be cool, relax, get it.
He walked in this morning more relaxed and more on time. I said, wow. I told him that usually comes a little bit later.
Manny's mood this time around is a little bit different than the last two. He's a little more playful this time.
I'm always happy and excited to train hard because if I'm not excited, I'm not happy, well, I'm gonna stop boxing.
We have fun training, but when it's time to be serious, we're 100% there. We have a big fight coming up, and this is what we do. Get ready for big fights.
Hey, 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Leave it now.
Yeah. Hey.
Hook. He needs the hook.
You
only second week and he's already gone through 10 rounds without taking any rest periods. If it keeps going like this, man, we're gonna have a phenomenal fight.
Good job, man. I'm done. Good job.
That's it?
For today.
Are you sure about that?
For today. Unless Boo Boy's ready.
Oh, Boo.
Some people like the attention. Some people like to be around a lot of people to hype them up and to build self-confidence. I like to be by myself. Boxing's a one-on-one sport. Just me and him.
I'm gonna wrap his hand at the fight, so I let him get accustomed to my wrap.
I like less padding as possible.
Yeah, he wasn't doing it.
Naazim won't let me do it that way. I like to feel the impact of everything. You like that? This is a tampon, a pad. It's an old school. A lot of old school fighters did this back in the day.
That's one of the things that I discovered when I first started working with Shay. And I was like, oh man, hold up. Now, fight time, I have to make the pad out of gauze.
This just makes it a little quicker. I've known Naazim for a long time. I chose him 3 fights ago. You know, him shredding Bernard Hopkins. You know, I like his philosophies. He's in there fighting mentally 100%.
He said they count me out against Margarita. They don't think I can beat him. They think he's going to end my career. And that first camp with Reedy was so unbelievable. Him being a veteran and already being so acclaimed, he was so willing and so open to everything. That it really pushed me back for a second. He was totally committed.
The Margarito fight, Shane beat that monster.
Standing in his height, grip around him sides, and then swim without getting wet.
It was like he was unleashed, you know, it was a pit bull unleashed. It was the same thing that we saw with the Oscar fights.
A lot of people didn't think that he beat Oscar at the time because he beat everybody. When people say that I can't do certain things, I do like to strive and prove them wrong.
His goal was to become champion, and that's what he did.
I had to show the world, win, lose, or draw. I want them to know that I'm a true warrior.
Yeah, we're having kind of like a repeat performance of that whole build-up to the fight. Pacquiao's being hyped up as inhuman. A couple of years ago, who was Pacquiao? Now he's, you know, the greatest of all time.
When people start believing the hype, I think that it's just giving me energy.
No matter how far the odds are stacked against you, no matter how much better the other athlete is supposed to be, he can lose.
Bring that hand up directly at me, okay? So I get in the frame, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Today, my girlfriend's doing a photo shoot. It's fun to come down and check out her work.
What I get arrested for? Being a bad girl. Give me such a cute little thing.
Okay, serious. Now it's a very serious incident here.
This will probably be my last time coming down to LA.
So nice.
As the fight gets closer, I gotta stay up in big brain, kind of seclude myself and stay focused.
I mean, these are gonna be smart.
Yeah, that's baby.
He is such a warm-hearted person, but when it does get close to the fight, he's more of a monster. He gets very snappy and he's intense. He's intense with me. He's intense with everybody that's around him. It's just a fight.
That's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Thank you.
We're okay.
It's a matter of not having distractions. My father boxed, so I know the sacrifice that boxers have to make.
All right, go get some rest, get ready for my thing now. I have to go to work.
Manny is very superstitious. He likes everything to be the same. So part of the sameness is my visit for a few days while he's training. This is Philippine hospitality, the best. Manny expects that every fight that he has, that I will go to Baguio, spend a couple of days, check on everything. This now has become part of the tradition.
Yes, Lala, katatapos lang ng open media workout ng ating pabasa kamao na si Manny Pacquiao na dinaluhan ng mga miyembro ng iba't ibang media outfit at ni Top Rank CEO Bob Arum na talaga namang natuwa sa ipinakita ng pabasa kamao.
He looks incredible and he's relaxed and so forth. So
he's happy.
Yeah, he's happy. It's amazing.
Every time that Manny is training here in Baguio, other people says that too many distractions, but when he is here, it's a very good feeling.
I don't think I've seen him look any better. I thought our Kodo camp was our best camp that we've ever had. I think this is above that.
You know, Mosley's a tough guy. He's never been knocked out. He's got a great chin. To put the icing on the cake, Manny needs to win this fight by knockout to show everyone in the world that we're better than that other guy, Mayweather. Mayweather couldn't knock Shane out. If we do, it just shows we have much, much more than he has.
Freddie! Everything going good here?
Great. Best we've ever had.
Good, good. Let's hope it continues. When's the basketball?
Starts tonight, the tournament.
Tonight. He plays on the team, huh?
Yeah.
When is he gonna stop?
We get the agreement 4 weeks before.
All right.
So it's...
Well, he'll be in LA by then.
Yes.
I like basketball. There's a lot of good teams here. But I have my professional team, so it's getting hard to beat my team.
Manny Pacquiao! 1, 2, 3,
PNP Team Pacquiao, anti-house.
My second sport is basketball. I don't have fight. I'm not in training. I always play basketball.
I'm not a big fan of it. You know, the roll an ankle, you can jam a finger. Just too many different ways that Manny could end up getting hurt.
He knows what's at stake. You know, he's a grown man. He'll do what he wants. I'm not going to babysit Manny Pacquiao, that's for sure.
Get your toes a little bit, move her. Go the other way. The reason why is because my foot was already this way, and I had you this way already. Duck under, duck under. Just changes it up, and it makes him confused. Cause now he has to readjust.
When we work out, we have a bond and we have a common goal. I want him to succeed. He wants me to do the same thing, and that brings us closer.
They seen the sugar. They gonna have to pay to see the spice, huh?
Brother Naazim, he gave me the name. My father's the sugar, and I'm the spice.
With Shane and then little Shane, the boxing has helped the whole family out. I am proud of my son.
Jack trained Shane as far back as I remember.
He was my first pupil. When he started to get interested in boxing was about 8 years old. But of course I used to box amateur boxing too. So I said, well, I can show you that because I know that. Shane had won everything up until the age of 11 or 12, and then that's when he had his first loss.
I was very upset. How did this happen? You know, I did lose in pretty much anything.
That broke his heart, but we got on track right away because the next guy had to pay for that. When Shane was about 12 years old, Sugar Ray Robinson and his wife came to some of Shane's shows. And Shane said, I'm going to train very, very hard, and I'm going to be one of the best sugars, one of the great sugars, too.
You know, this is his legacy. This is, you know, his life. So I'm very proud of him.
Going down in history as being one of the great fighters. It's just not, you know, I won the title and that's it. No, I'm going a step further than that.
Pacquiao turned out to be a great way to prepare ourselves for coming to LA. He'll be in probably the best shape I've ever seen him in.
Let's go! Arms, arms, go, go, go!
I think our track work is probably the hardest thing that we do because he's not in control of the pace. I am.
With that stomach tight. Let's breathe, Manny. Come on.
My greatest fear, I think, at this level is that what comes up must come down. And I know that the margin of error that I have is absolutely zero. So you got to be doing this in the corner every time.
If you don't get used to breathing like that here, you're not going to get it in your head over there.
Everybody's looking for this whole thing to, at some point, come crashing down. And, you know, I can't let that happen.
Speed, Manny, speed, speed.
Oh, that's hard.
I know, I like it, I like it.
I'm happy to train hard, to do my best in the ring. So I have to prepare on that and expect a good fight.
Hands up. There you go.
I think sometimes fighters forget what got them to where they are.
Go, 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 Manny. Hands up, hands up, hands up.
I've seen Manny push harder and harder in this camp than I've seen him before. He just refuses to lose. He has to be the best at everything.
I always telling my story, where I get started. You know, I started from nothing and now I have something. And I'm so proud of that.
He came from a very, very poor family. His father abandoned him.
So he basically had to go out on the streets and hustle and sell anything he could.
He knew that his mother would not be able to afford an education for him. That's when he decided to become a boxer.
He got on a boat and came to Manila.
I pray to God and I want His blessings. I always pray that He will guide me to the right way.
And he worked construction part of the day, and then he would train in the boxing gym part of the day.
He trained here at the L&M gym. That was a sweatshop in the accepted sense of the word. You had to suffer to train in that gym. And that's exactly the kind of condition that he liked, because he thought that kind of hardened him and set him up for the struggles inside the ring.
He became popular probably within 3 or 4 fights.
The crowd egging on Pacquiao. Enjoying.
His style was totally fan-friendly. The fans like the guy who can slug it out, time in and time out.
And this boy Pacquiao, he's cocky, but he's good.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy, if he gets hit, he puts his fists together and come on. The crowd goes wild over that.
Hey, this boy has a future, yes.
Even then, at young age, nobody else can compare to his training. All other boxers were left behind. Manny was always number one.
There are similarities. Marquez just not as dynamic as Pacquiao. And not as energetic. It was crazy energy.
Going back and forth, pretty cat mouse game.
Oh!
What kind of coffee was that?
Wrong corner.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say he was rocked.
You got another eye growing in that joint.
And that stuff ain't working.
There's silly string up in there. Watch the adjustment. That's when Marquez makes it and puts himself in a better position. Just turning away from it now. See, just keep turning away from it now. But see, you can do so much more to him when you take that position on him. It makes him gamble. Gamble open up for you to do something to him. And that's what I'm more in favor of because of what you can do once you take that position. See, Marquez getting a little anxious, want to be a little more aggressive. But he got to stay disciplined throughout the fight to maintain that control.
Marquez got caught trying to throw a left hook and he got caught.
But he got caught because he got himself out of position on that way. So Marquez swings so big at him, he put himself out of position.
Yeah, and let Pacquiao steal the fight.
Yeah, he should just stay patient. He can stay patient, control it. He had control of his thing. Pacquiao creates so much excitement with his jumping and bouncing around that sometimes they've given him the round before any punches have landed. Boxing's not a game. It's instruction, it's a strategy. You know, so let's stay with the game plan. Slide around, get around. Get around with that right to the body. Come back with that hook and that right hand back in the middle. Once you put together a strategy, anything can be dealt with. Our goal is to disrupt his game plan. And we have to assume he's going to try to make adjustments. This is where the chess game starts. Let him go. All you gotta do is you tell him what he do. He will make him pay for it. Make him pay for the fight. To solve the puzzle that's Manny Pacquiao is a difficult task. It's not unsurmountable because no puzzle is. I gotta have ready. I need them ready at all times. So, bottom line is just a matter of finding the right formula to convince this guy it's time for you to take your L. Come on with the shot.
With his mind and my type of determination, I believe that I'm going to beat Manny Pacquiao.
Great job, Jeff.
Kanang mo side bitaw ka na, mag-side ka na maano ka. Similarity kay itong picture niya ba?
Tapang ba? Tapang.
Nandun ka na. Manny and me, we grew up together. He's the one that teach me to become a trainer of boxer because I don't know what is boxing before.
I was 17 years old the first time I won the Oriental Pacific Boxing belt, and that's my first time to go back home in Jensen.
Manny see me sitting only to the street and we smoking, you know, drinking and dirty clothes. And he said, "Why you do that?" I said, "I don't know what I'm doing myself." And then he said, "Okay, just clean yourself and then tomorrow go with me." Mahirap. Hindi ako kasali sa ng breakfast, dinner. So ang ginagawa ni Manny, hinahati niya pa yung rice niya. Hati niya pa yung rice, tapos sisipirit niya, bibigyan niya pa sa akin. Araw-araw, lagi akong sinasabihan ni Manny na, pag-aralan mo yung ginagawa ng isang trainer. Someday, siyempre kukunin talaga kita. Kaya mong power, balik na magawas. Papo, speed lang. Hindi pa rin lubos maisip na ganito na ba kami kalaki.
I'm proud that, I teach Buboy how to train boxer.
Yung lahat ng pinaghirapan namin, success. Tago ba niya? Kalit pakita yung mata ba? Isog kayo. Tago niya. Kalit pakita mata. Siya. Oo.
What do you think is your advantage over Pacquiao?
Are we going to see the old school chain?
People saying that this is going to be Pacquiao's easy fight.
Hopefully Pacquiao doesn't believe that, but if he does, he's in trouble.
How are you going to deal with the angles that he presents in the ring?
I give him some rhythm, if you will. I gotta give him some of that African American type of stuff where I'm off the side and moving, and it kind of change up the rhythm of his style and mess him up. Sometimes it gets kind of annoying. Oh, are you really ready? Are you really gonna do it differently?
I'm glad we're gonna be doing the fight. I'm excited
I'm
about
glad
that.
you guys are doing the fight because, like I said, I'm not calling no names, but there's other commentators out there that think Pacquiao's Jesus.
I won't say anything. There's a lot of cameras around, but
he has a bad record for me. He's beaten all my fighters. De La Hoya twice, Margarito.
We've seen bigger upsets in boxing, and I think that's where the intrigue of this event is.
I'm witnessing a confident fighter, and he have the power and he have the speed for the biggest upset in the history of boxing.
You need to have the media coverage. It gets everybody revved up. But only 1, maybe 2 days of that. Then after that, you cut it off and you get back to business, focusing on the fight.
Before we leave, got to take care of all the loose ends. So I've been running around all morning, paying the bills, arranging the airplane, and all kinds of stuff.
Can't wait to get home and really bear down and keeping big crowds out of the gym and so forth. We're in the wild card. He knows that's where the real work is, and that's where he knows the fight's getting closer and closer, and that's home for us.
Let's go! Wait.
When I go travel, my first concern is my family, my kids, my wife.
Say hi. No. Say hi.
My family, that's my passion.
Good morning, Mommy. The pool is cold too because you're a stronger one.
I'm strong?
Yeah. So I have a tattoo.
It's not real, huh? It's fake? It's fake?
I
I always told them that, I have a lot of responsibility. I have to divide my time in my work and family and some other things.
He's a busy man, a politician, a champion, of course. So I had to accept everything that's happening into our life. It's hard, especially for the children. I'm thankful that he gives time even if he's too busy.
I'm gonna miss Daddy.
I feel sad because, living with my family, but I have to do this for the future of my family and the honor of the country.
There you go, Daddy.
To have a safe trip. Have a safe trip.
All of them, they are part of my achievements, part of my success. I'm excited for my upcoming fight on May 7. I have to train hard and do everything to win the fight.
Tonight we're having the finals of the Miss Knockout 2011 Ring Girl competition. The 3 winners will actually be ring girls for the Pacquiao fight. Are you guys excited?
I'm nervous. Look at me, my hair's sticking up, even on my arms.
What all the men would like at a boxing match.
She's cute.
Her butt is fabulous. Yeah!
3 words to describe yourself.
Ambition, confidence, and reliability.
Oh, good for you.
Lovable. And most importantly, I'm fragrant, which means I smell good. My name is Jeannie. I live in Vegas. I'm patriotic. I served 6 years in the United States Air Force.
So without further ado, the first winner for the Miss Knockout Ring Girls is number 14, Jeannie. 11, Danielle. Our last winner is Michelle.
It's a big deal to me because these fights are amazing, and especially the Pacquiao-Mosley fight. It's going to be a great fight.
Oh my God. I couldn't stop crying. Thank you.
Why he built this gym is like, everyone told me, no, don't, it's a pain in the ass, don't do it, it's a headache and stuff. But I said, you never know when the next Mike Tyson's gonna walk through your doors. Manny does look like Mike, but he walked through my doors.
So,
You're good, bro. What are you doing, right?
Wildcard is my training base in LA. It's good to be back here to train. The place is familiar to me. It's like my second home.
You know, Wildcard, it's a whole different ball game. When you get here, it's just work. This is where it becomes real.
kulang pa, kwato, kaliyot be. Kulang pa. Lahi mo magbalat ang title. Una-una, kuhan ko gabi iba. Nig-street ni mo, muduko mo ito, mo anak mo ito. Mamiss ang street mo diritso. Mo, na, igo ina diritso. Legs.
He's really motivated. He's not taking this fight lightly like a lot of people think he should. It's not an easy fight because experience is always tough to deal with.
Tas kamot permi, tas kamot. Depensa na.
Shane Mosley, you have more experience than me.
He's fast. He has a hand speed and footwork. You cannot underestimate that kind of fighter. I know he will give me a good fight.
Pisto imong walang tail, pisto para haom kay nang upper nimo, usay mo lutaw na.
Shane's always had those kind of fighters that come towards him. It's just made to order for him, those aggressive style kind of fighters. And Manny's that kind of style fighter. I think that's what makes this such a competitive fight.
Bisa pag diri kang angga pag angat, pum, ora gyapon to. Kay Diaz god pag duko nimo natabunan nimo yung mata. Pag buhay wala. Swak.
We're still building, but they're where I want them to be.
Luwag kamot. Nice shot. Chin down.
Oh, well, let's go down and see what we have here. If you guys like to keep updates, definitely send me on Sugar Shane M on my Twitter. I'm always on there, and you can speak to me directly. I'm pretty sure some of you guys know already.
You have Twitter?
Twitter, I use this Twitter.
We'll open it.
You gotta open it up.
Yeah.
You do Twitter stuff? Sugar Shane M.
Sugar Shane what?
Sugar Shane M.
They all talk about Twitter. I don't know what the hell they're talking.
Manny's, I don't think he tweets much. Right here, Manny wrote, I'm on Fight Camp 360, Pacquiao versus Mosley. Yeah, he very rarely writes different things. He arrived at LAX, you know. And this actually seems like a public relation person writing this. I don't know if Manny would be right like that. The Mayweather came out, I just learned how to tweet, and then I started tweeting a little more just to get the fans into it, get them pumped up. People swear, they cuss, Manny's gonna whoop your, and all kind of stuff on here. It's mostly Manny's fans, totally against me, but they follow me just so I can heckle me to death, I guess. Do you think you will kill Manny? And if yes, in what round? So, yeah, I believe it will be a KO. I believe I'll kill Manny. I don't know what round. I'm just gonna fight hard. The camp is intense. We're training hard. We're doing everything possible to make sure that I'm 100% when I get to the ring.
Short and quick. Time. Sit around the southpaw. We got different variations in this camp because we're dealing with an opponent that has different variations, So it's not a camp where you can just basically concentrate on speed or you can basically concentrate on power. Kilimanjaro. Don't wait. Pacquiao's not gonna wait. Turn. Make him find you. Because we have a guy that does different things. We have to bring different looks to Shane Mosley.
It's gonna be a whole different ball game for Manny Pacquiao to overcome a fight with me. He's fighting a guy that can hit, at that weight class. And has got a lot of experience.
This our round. It's too many Pacquiaos. Too fast, too quick. Everything is too this and too that. It's too many Pacquiaos. We gotta go beat both of them. Last round coming.
The success and the hunger of winning is so strong.
First time I saw Manny Pacquiao, he came into my gym and asked me if I'd work mitts with him because he heard I was pretty good on the mitts. And after one round, I said, wow, can this kid fight? Sparring is what we do. There's a bounty out. Anyone that knocks Manny Pacquiao down gets a $1,000 extra fee. The sparring partners I bring in for Manny Pacquiao, they're not really sparring partners, they're contenders.
This is a big fight for me, so I want my sparring guys to push me. It will help me a lot.
With things getting closer to the fight, he knows that this is where his body takes the biggest change.
Pero mo ingat ang movement niya imong feel galihok. Suga pa ako. Ikaw sa sentro ra bigat ka dayon.
Manny Pacquiao, he's going to attack Shane Mosley. And that's what Shane likes. He's a very good counterpuncher. So how we go about attacking him is the key. Mosley's a tough guy. He's never been knocked out. He's been down a couple times, but he gets up. He's got a great chin. So we're going to go to the body and see what he has. I get more excited as the fight gets closer. My job by fight time, though, is done. If I haven't covered my bases by the time we get to the ring, it's not going to happen. That's why Manny Pacquiao makes me look good, because when the bell rings, I sit down and he fights. And I want people to understand that it's Manny Pacquiao, not Freddie Roach.
Huh? Manny always look good, man. Always. That's very special about him, you know. I say, bro, you look like a baby, man. It's like, you seem like you never tired. You got a lot of energy.
See, the more you relax, the more you can move. Like, yeah, the more you know. But if you're serious like this, you got tight. It's kind of. But relax. It's gonna be fun. You feel like you see when you see me come to the ring, I smile. Yes, it's gonna be this. This is it. You know, this is it. You know, it's gonna be fun. Give it a show.
Pacquiao is supposed to blow Shane Mosley out the water. That's how it's supposed to go. I mean, hold on to that when Shane beats him. Give Shane all his accolades when he beats him.
I've never seen all my life. He came and negotiated this fight for me twice in my office. He got what he wished for, and he might not be too happy about that at the end of the night.
Somebody needs to be on their back before that fight's off with.
I had to tell him, Shane's good luck to you, you're gonna need it.
And I respect Freddie, I respect Pacquiao. Still plan on taking the WBO title from him.
I do a lot of hard work in this training camp. Excited to go back to Vegas and fight again.
I'm just ready to go to war, go to battle. I'm ready to just let things go.
Next time on Fight Camp 360, both men continue onto the last leg of their journey on the final episode, featuring the world premiere of Dr. Dre's new single, Die Hard, featuring Eminem, Friday, May 6th on Showtime, or an encore presentation Saturday, May 7th on CBS. And remember, it's the ultimate showdown, Pacquiao versus Mosley, Saturday, May 7th, live on pay-per-view.